At first, it looked like just another day of heavy rain. But within minutes, the skies above Ripollet, a town in the province of Barcelona, turned fierce. A violent storm swept through the area, bringing torrential rainfall, sudden flooding, strong winds, and hail. By the end of the day, streets had turned into rivers, cars were carried away by the current, and families were left shaken by the force of nature. This is a report on what happened in Ripollet today. The storm struck Ripollet suddenly, unleashing extreme weather over the town and surrounding areas. Rainfall came down in sheets, overwhelming streets and drainage systems. Within minutes, water levels rose, covering roads and trapping vehicles. Videos shared online show the intensity. Cars being pushed along streets like toys, torrents rushing between buildings, and people watching helplessly as floodwaters tore through their neighborhoods. Hail also fell during the storm, battering roofs, damaging vehicles, and adding to the chaos already caused by the floods. The storm hit Ripollet, located just outside Barcelona today, September 14th. The timing made the situation even more dangerous. Residents were going about their day when the storm suddenly escalated. Many people were caught on the road, at work, or in their homes, unprepared for how quickly conditions would worsen. Exact rainfall measurements are still being confirmed, but eyewitness accounts and local videos suggest it was a deluge intense enough to cause flash flooding in a very short time. Streets were completely submerged, with water deep enough to sweep away vehicles. Reports also confirm that hail accompanied the rainfall. Some hailstones were large enough to damage car windshields and dent metal, leaving many vehicles and rooftops battered. Wind gusts were also strong, though official figures have not yet been released. Social media accounts describe them as powerful enough to shake trees and add to the destruction. For the people of Ripollet, the storm was terrifying. Many residents filmed from their balconies as raging waters filled the streets below. Some saw their parked cars lifted and dragged away by the current. Others had to move quickly to higher ground as water entered homes and shops. Emergency crews were called out to assist those in danger. In flooded neighborhoods, firefighters and local police worked to help stranded drivers and evacuate residents where necessary. While there are no confirmed reports of fatalities at this time, the situation caused widespread fear and disruption. One video showed residents gathering at doorways and balconies, watching helplessly as their belongings were swept down the road. Another clip revealed drivers abandoning their vehicles, forced to wade through rushing water to reach safety. These images capture the raw human side of today's disaster. People caught off guard, doing their best to protect themselves and their families. The storm didn't just affect people, it also left a mark on Ripollet's infrastructure. Streets were flooded and blocked by abandoned cars. Roads became impassable as water levels rose. Drainage systems clearly struggled to keep up with the intensity of rainfall, leading to dangerous flash floods in multiple parts of town. Hailstorms caused additional damage. Vehicles parked outdoors were left with shattered windshields and body damage. Some rooftops and awnings were dented or torn apart. Electricity and communication lines were also affected. Though full details are still being gathered, local reports suggest power interruptions in some neighborhoods. Public transport was disrupted too, with flooded roads making it impossible for buses and cars to move safely. Local authorities in Ripollet and the wider Barcelona province responded quickly to the emergency. Firefighters were deployed to rescue people trapped in vehicles and homes. Police helped cordon off dangerous areas and keep residents away from floodwaters. Emergency services worked tirelessly to keep the situation under control. By evening, teams were still clearing debris, helping stranded residents and assessing damage. Authorities also issued warnings to the public, asking people to avoid unnecessary travel and to stay away from flood-prone areas. Local governments are now working to evaluate the full scale of the damage. It will take time to restore normalcy. Roads need to be cleared, vehicles need to be recovered, and damaged buildings will require repair. For the families affected, recovery will not be instant, but the quick response of emergency teams prevented the storm from causing even greater harm. Behind the headlines are the stories of ordinary people facing extraordinary circumstances. Families watched helplessly as floodwaters entered their homes. Shopkeepers rushed to move goods to higher shelves, hoping to save them from water damage. Drivers abandoned their cars in rising waters, choosing safety over their vehicles. One clip from the town shows a group of residents standing together, trying to guide cars away from deeper water, shouting warnings to each other as the floods surged past. These small acts of solidarity show how people came together to help each other during the worst of the storm.
Mira el gel.
Venir aquí. Que es crema, eso, Andrea, vigila aquí. Venir aquí. Ahora me va. ¡Ay, ay, ay, los menos caídos!
Mira el gel.